Everybody comment freedom inside of the comment section for Jack here, my people, and get this video to 1,000 likes. Virtual TV brings to you brand spanking new updates for Jack your phone right now that you need to hear. You understand? So everybody, comment freedom if you want to see Jack here free. Share the video and subscribe to the channel, my people. It is definitely that time around. No, this is going to clear up all the rumors, speculation, everything that you have been hearing across social media land as it relates to Jack Ure, his incarceration, and of course his appeal date that is set to arrive, of course, this new month that is about to come in. You understand? Yeah. So look out. We're gonna talk about that right now. It is, of course, Protection Fridays, and Virtual TV wishes you protection in all your endeavors for the rest of the day. Remember, drive safely, everybody. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed as yet. Like the video and comment freedom for Jack Ure. All right. So with that being said, let's get into the major stories right now, everybody. You understand? So, all right, we will now discuss what is happening. Yes. Now look no further. Jack Ure's court case is around the corner, and here are the details that you need to know that Jack Ure has been acquitted. Jack Ure has been found not guilty of the major charge, which includes manslaughter, murder, and attempted murder. Yes, those charges has been dropped by judges in the Dutch court. You understand? So all major charges has been removed, and the judges ultimately find Jack Ure not guilty of this charge, everybody. You understand? All right? Something in my eye a while ago. But anyway, we have brand new updates which I'm going to share with you right now, as they're now saying, mute Jack Ure. Movement has silenced the incarcerated singer in Europe. We will now talk about it. You understand? Okay? So, while it is, I've been telling you, everybody, that Jack Ure is on his way home, right? He has to now sacrifice Europe. Now, let me explain a lot of things to you. Many reggae singers in Jamaica doesn't have a current hit song, but still them biggest fruit basket are feeding trees Europe, the European market, because there is always a festival that they can attend. They can always go on tours. They can always perform over there, because the love for reggae music in Europe is outstanding. It is unrivaled. Anywhere else in the world, I think Europe love Jamaica. Well, Europe love reggae music more than even Jamaica. That's something, you know, risky to say, but the demand for reggae music in Europe is evident for you to see. But anyway, we're not going to talk about that right now. We're going to talk about what is happening with Jack Ure inside his incarceration. And of course, as I just outlined to my people, the major charges has been removed from Jack Ure. Now, Jack Ure has been claiming self-defense in the initial charge for the stabbing of the Dutch promoter. Okay, Dutch concert promoter, Papa. Yes, that's his name. Okay, now, according to sources, my people, Jack Ure has been claiming self-defense in that matter, and is one of the arguments that has been raised by his lawyers. However, the prosecution is moving to try to have the major charge reinstated on Jack Ure, which me not think I go really happen. But I know what me say. Let's discuss what the article is saying. So everybody, if you want Jack Ure for free, comment freedom, and of course drop a like on the video and share the video, everybody, and let's get into the major stories right now as it relates to that. Anyway, since European radio station personnel enacted an informal ban on the music of incarcerated reggae singer Jack Ure, there are only a few radio station broadcasters who remain neutral. So Jack Ure is now, his music, Jack Ure and his music is now facing a ban in Europe. They are banning his music altogether, banning it from the airways, banning it from radio station, banning his music overall in Europe. Anyway, at least one Dutch-based broadcaster continued to wave the flag of the longing for singer. Her reasons: great music and empathy. Yeah. So they must say she feels sorry for him. I play JAH because his music is great and a lot of people love it, the female broadcaster told the source. She says, and I quote, I am going to continue to play his music. I would like to hopefully interview him one day. He is being detained right here in Amsterdam, she added. Don't jump to conclusion. Believe in the process, the rehabilitation. And she says that them fi give him a chance. Continuing, everybody. Now, in March 2022, Jamaican singer whose real name is Sakator Alak was convicted of attempted manslaughter and sentenced to 6 years in prison after he juke up a Dutch concert promoter over unpaid performance fees in October 2021. Now, the incident led to an informal campaign among European selectors and disc jockeys to mute JAH, calling for a boycott of his music. Now, the singer is reportedly not on the playlist of a number of street and radio selectors in Europe, right? A development which in the scope of the niche genre like reggae is a death sentence. No, the ban started more like a movement against the act of violence by JAH. At first it was just members of the reggae music group having conversation about it on social media, and they stopped playing him. Another female disc jockey who is based in Germany explained. Right now, it has been 4 years since Cure's songs are largely missing from the reggae category genre. This is no full ban over having his songs played on specialist shows of a listener request on the radio, but they just don't want him anymore. But why boycott? We live in cancel culture generation. Cancel culture generation is what they're saying. But I think every artist needs a second chance, even a third chance. Hope he learns from his experience. You hear a lot of stories being circulated, but if you don't know the full story, why cancel an artist? A France-based disc jockey who plays on the internet radio station in Paris reasoned. Okay, now at the end of his trial, the judges ruled that JAH's actions were not a premeditated act of attempted dropping, and he was acquitted of the more serious charge. However, following the sentence, Dutch prosecutors appealed against the acquittal of the attempted dropping charge, while JAH's lawyer has appealed the attempted manslaughter conviction he received in 2022. Now, JAH's music has been subject to several bans and controversies, primarily stemming from his past legal issues. He was initially sentenced to prison in 1999 for the Big R and robbery. Additionally, listen to this keenly. Additionally, he has been disqualified from the MOBO Awards after organizers learned about his past conviction. So, when JAH is free, JAH can no longer win a MOBO Award. He will no longer be qualified. Them dash him out, throw him away, fling him away, pile him up, drop him. Him done for. And for those who don't know what the MOBO is, it is the UK or England's version of a Grammy. It is a big deal. So JAH has been disqualified forever winning a Grammy. A MOBO, I should say. Okay, he can't win it again. Now that is now his past conviction of the Big R has now surfaced. And now the major corporations in Europe are stripping JAH down to the T, from any events, banning his music from the airways, removing him from major playlists and radio stations. They want to have nothing to do with JAH. Okay? So, other than that, they have now disqualified him from the MOBO Awards after organizers learned about his past conviction. They're saying, what do you think? should the behind these prison walls singer be given a third chance? And that is what I'm going to ask you now. Does JAH deserve another chance, everybody? Drop a like on the video, share the video. Protection Fridays continues. Don't go nowhere. I will be back.